Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. So Jeremy had a chance to sit down with Amy from the Fitchburg Senior Center. She's one of our favorite social workers over there. So we're going to take you to that interview right now.
Joining me this morning is Amy Jordan from the Fitchburg Senior Center. She's one of the social workers down there. Her and Sarah do a wonderful job.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you for joining us this morning. How
You
you
are
doing?
so welcome. I'm great.
You're great?
Great.
Just great?
Peachy.
Okay, great. So, we have you guys on once a month. Give us great tips from your world.
Right.
And what are we going to talk about today?
I'm going to talk about a couple things. The first one I'm going to talk about is our loan closet. So I'm not sure if people know about all the great things that people can come here to get if they're living in the community and they've been discharged from a hospital or a nursing home or have had a surgery and might need some equipment. So you might be asking me, what kind of equipment do you have down there? Our closet is pretty vast. It's pretty big. We've got anything from all sorts of incontinence products, and literally shelves of it, for people who may not have enough money to pay for those things because they are pretty expensive. Incontinence products, chuck pads, briefs, for all sizes. Maybe somebody just had surgery and is having some drainage issues. We have like pads you can lay out on the bed to help with that so it doesn't ruin your sheets. We also have a wide variety of wheelchairs. We do have lightweight ones and regular standard ones. Our lightweight ones you do have to put a deposit down on before you take it out, so we can guarantee we're going to get it back. We only have a few of those. They're all currently out right now. Otherwise, we have our standard ones. They do come with the leg extensions as well in case you've had like a right knee, a total knee, or something that would require you to have your foot elevated. We also have commodes, raised toilet seats, bath benches, transfer tub benches, reachers, canes, pill boxes, diabetic supplies. It's just so much.
I shouldn't give away this, but you had to take a picture just to make sure that you could remember all the items that are in there because
That's right.
there is so much, which is awesome. And again, this is all on the temporary basis. Like,
it's on a loan
it's to
basis.
get you going, get you set.
That's right.
So if you didn't, the unexpected maybe, or coming out of it and you need to know what to get, you guys can get it started.
Yes, because a lot of that stuff is really expensive, like a transfer tub bench if you were to just buy it. They're like $150. And not everybody has that kind of money to pay for that type of equipment. And they don't come with, Medicare does not pay for those things. They pay for a standard walker and wheelchair when deemed necessary. Otherwise, you're not going to get that for free through Medicare.
Right.
So.
Well, that's pretty cool that you knew it. Is there any age group limit to it?
No, it's if you live in Fitchburg, we're going to rent it out. We have a form that needs to be filled out, and then we just expect it back within 3 months. Now, of course, there's extenuating circumstances sometimes, and you can keep it for longer.
But they'll probably be in contact
Yes.
with you, or you will find them, right?
Yes, and we always take donations as well, so.
That's good to know. Where could do they just call you up and ask you?
They can just call the main line at the senior center and ask about the loan closet. Any one of us can rent that stuff out. So you could talk to any one of the staff, and they'd be happy to help you. We do not size people for walkers or wheelchairs. We're not physical therapists, so it's at your own risk, whatever you take.
That's a good
Right.
good piece there. So
Yes.
All right, what else do you have for us?
The other thing I want to talk about is transportation. There's a lot of people that don't have transportation, and it's so frustrating, I know. So here at the Senior Center, we have RSVP. So those are retired volunteers living in Fitchburg, and if somebody needs a ride, a medical ride, sometimes not a medical ride too, we need 5 days notice, and they would just call, tell us where they're going and what time. It's a donation basis, and somebody will come pick them up in their car and take them to their appointment. We don't go to grocery stores because we already have that in place through funding from the county, so we have. The other option that people might not know about is paratransit. They do go as far south as Chapel Valley Road, so people living over in that area can also access paratransit. So It used to be that you could just fill out a form that you had printed off online and send it into paratransit, and you would get the application approved. Now they've changed the process a little bit where you have to actually call in for an interview, go down there. It's on East Washington Avenue to have a little interview. So some of the eligibility requirements are these. There's 3 different categories: unable to ride without assistance, able to ride a fixed route with assistance of a wheelchair lift, or unable to access fixed route stops. Now, there aren't a whole lot of bus routes near the senior housing in Fitchburg, so if you can't get there, you could qualify to be eligible to take paratransit because they do pick you up right at your home. They do need 3 days notice for this as well. And the cost is pretty minimal. It's $3.25 per ride. You can buy a book of rides, which is cheaper in the long run. But I would encourage people, if you're not one to want to call and set up a ride through the senior center, you're pretty independent but can't get around because of these 3 categories, you might want to set that up and go down and get interviewed and try to get qualified for paratransit.
There you go.
Yeah. It's a pretty awesome way.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
So if they, and again, all of this stuff, they can come call you guys up, call the senior center.
They can.
You have the resources.
We do have the resources. So if you need help doing that or need help getting to the appointment, we can sure help you figure that out.
Awesome.
For sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we all thank you for what you do down there.
Oh, thanks.
Can't say thank you enough on this show.
Thank you.
All right.